Hi guys, hope you're well and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting video. It is coming out on New Year's Day, so happy New Year to everybody. And it is a goals video. So I did one of these this time last year, and I also did a mid-year review video as well. So I will leave both of those linked below for you. But basically I'm going to be doing like a little mini assessment and check up on how I've basically done with my goals that I set for myself last year, and also giving you guys an insight into the goals that I've got for this year. Now I actually have looked back at my video. I've kind of written down all of the goals that I set for myself last year. I lost the paper that I had them on. I pulled them out of a diary and I've lost them. So I went back, looked at all the goals that I set for myself last year, and then just looked at ones that I wanted to improve on. Now, none of these goals are really like a whole new year, new me kind of thing. That's not what I'm down for. I'm just basically looking for ways to improve my life and my family's life and things like that, and things that I think will really help and benefit us. So if you want to see what my goals are and how I got on last year, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's start with the resolutions that I set for last year. So last year I had 4 categories. I had health, I had work goals and social media, I had personal self-development, and I had financial goals. And pretty much it's going to be the same this year. There are a few little things that will probably come into more like the personal goals that could be slightly home related this year as well. But last year, I'm just going to give you a quick summary of the health ones. I don't want this video to be too long. It was drink more water, 1 takeaway a week, meal plan and 1 big food shop, lose 2 stone in weight, start exercising, and fit into a size 10 pair of Rip Ryland jeans. Now, just to summarise, we did really well with kickstarting our eating and going really healthy. I got the go-ahead to start exercising again last year after I broke my foot when I was pregnant with Parker, and it was irreparable basically, and it slowly did start to repair and heal. So I did start exercising, however it did start to cause a lot of trouble on my foot, so I did have to cut back and stop that and carry on with physio sessions. My water intake definitely increased, and I'm really happy with that, and I'm going to just continue through into the new year with that. I'm not setting that as another resolution. I also started to meal plan quite a bit, and we definitely cut back on takeaways quite a bit as well. I would say there were some months and some weeks where we weren't having any takeaways whatsoever, so I definitely smashed that one. Losing the weight, I lost about 1 stone, then I went away on holiday and I put it back on. So I'm definitely kickstarting the new year, just basically back out to lose that 2 stone. I'm going to do it in my own time, in my own way, and that means that I didn't fit in to those size 10 pair of Rip Ryland jeans, but I never actually bought them. But yeah, that will be a goal that I'm moving forward into this year. Then I had some work goals as well. So one of my work goals was to be able to work from home. And by golly gosh, did I smash that. I can now say that YouTube is my job. It's what I do full time. I work solidly on YouTube content for you, and I absolutely love it. And another resolution was for YouTube to be my job, which it is as well. So going into January this time last year, my channel was on 489 subscribers when I filmed this video this time last year. And I never in my right mind imagined that I would be where I am today. So I set myself a realistic and an ambitious goal last year, and I'm going to do the same this year. So my realistic goal last year was to have 2,000 subs on this channel. Then my ambitious goal was 5,000. We all know that my channel was above that. And then I did a mid-year review, and I think at the time I was on like 25,000. And I then set myself another goal to hit 50,000 subscribers over here as a really ambitious target for the end of the year. And I've smashed that as well. And I'm so happy, and I'm so thankful for every single one of you guys that support me, that comment on my videos, that join in, that follow me over on Instagram and all things like that. And if you don't follow me over on Instagram, I will leave my links on the screen. I'm mainly over on my Mrs. E. Smith & Co account on a daily basis. Always chatting to you guys, giving you guys like little life updates and all things like that, from the good, the bad and the ugly. But yeah, I'm always over there. Basically want to move forward that this year, and I'm not quite sure what I'm on. I will check that in a minute, because obviously I have some goals for next year, but I have smashed those goals, and I'm so proud of myself and the work that I put in. I never thought that I would get to say that this would be my job. Then I also set 2 goals for my social media account. So I have my interiors and home account, which is our Devon Dream House, Oh, I said that really cockney, didn't I? At our Devon dream house. And then I also have a personal one, which is Mrs. E. Smith & Co, like I said. Now, I'm just going to check my phone. It's underneath my bum. Let's have a look. I know that I hit my Our Devon dream house one. So Our Devon dream house ended the year on 5,129. So I completely hit that. So I'm super, super chuffed. And my Mrs. E. Smith & Co ended the year on 4,266. So I just missed out. I was quite far behind by like at least 1,000 or so on that account, further behind than I was on the Our Devon dream house when I started the year. So, I mean, I'm not disappointed. I still worked really, really hard. I don't have the time to physically put out onto Instagram, which is going to be one of my goals for this year. But yeah, I'm just going to move on from that quickly, and I'll discuss those in a moment. I also had a goal of finishing my wedding course and starting my wedding account and going from there, because I planned my wedding in Santorini, for any of you guys that don't know, and I also planned a lot of weddings around the UK, and I wanted to start that and go into business with that. However, YouTube started taking off. I realised that this is really where my passion lies. As it is at this point in time, it may be something that I delve towards in the future, but I don't think planning a wedding business is something that I've got time for right now. So I basically just took a back step with that. And I'm not disappointed at all, because my life has taken so many different avenues last year. So I'm really, really excited for what the future holds. And there was one last work goal, which I also achieved, and that was just to receive a paycheck from YouTube. And when I did my update back in July, I still hadn't received a paycheck. So I can now happily say that I have received a paycheck from YouTube, and it's so nice to be able to say that this is my job and this is what I do. Moving on, because I need to be quick with these, I also had a couple of goals in personal self-development. So one of them was to be more present and have more fun. I was definitely more present. I definitely had more fun, but not to the extent that I wanted. That's definitely something that I'm going to carry forward into the new year. Being more positive, smashed it. The whole law of attraction thing, which I'm definitely going to delve more into in the new year, 100% has changed my life this year. I think I started reading it around the 2nd or 3rd month into the new year, and it has just worked wonders. So 100% smash that. To have one date night a month, we failed miserably. I think we managed 1 month to have a date night, and that wasn't even in our own home. It was down at parents. So yeah, that was for Adam's birthday as well. So it was like a celebration more than a date night. So definitely going to try and work on that this year. One family holiday, again, we went to Cornwall. We had like a little break away, but we didn't really have like a sunny abroad holiday. So again, that's something we're working on this year. One couple holiday we had, only because we booked it and we had it already like in the like plans, but we went to the Maldives. We had a lovely time away, and that was really, really important for us to have. I think we really needed that time back, just me and Adam. So we did that. Being more organised and planning for the next day and things like that. I was definitely more organised. I picked up my planner halfway through the year. I had another planner before that, and I'm actually in the process of buying a new planner, because for me, working off my phone, off the calendar of my phone, just doesn't work for me. I figured that out because it's just really hard to see what you've got going on and things like that. So I bought this planner. It was from HomeSense. It was $6.99. I absolutely love it. I'm going to be using that, but I need one that's portable for my handbag. So I'm grabbing another one, and I've just done some research into it. I found the one that I wanted. So I'll share that with you once I've got it, once I know that it's good, because it's a little bit more expensive than the $6.99 from HomeSense, but not extortionate nevertheless. So another goal that we had was to finish the house, and we didn't manage to finish the house. There was just so much going on, but we made a massive crack on it. So we decorated Klayton's room, the dressing room, our bedroom. We then swapped Klayton's room and the dressing room. So the dressing room that I'm in now still needs to be finished, but we did manage to finish Klayton's room. Our bedroom was finished. Parker's room's almost finished. We also managed to complete our living room, and we added a chimney breast in, and if you haven't watched that, you can go over and check my room reveal video, which I did of the living room, which I will link below for you as well. We also managed to add some understairs storage in our hallway, which is something that I wanted to do before we even moved in, and it was just a job that we couldn't afford to have done, so we added that in, which I was really chuffed about. And one of the big things that I really wanted to do was complete the garden, and we didn't get around to doing that, unfortunately. But that being said, it's one of the things that we're planning to work on early this year, hopefully, and hopefully we'll have a nice garden for the summer. Money being well, because obviously money is the big thing right there. And one of the things that came sort of under that and sort of under the finances was to only use cash, and that's been one of the reasons why our house journey has slowed down, I guess, in terms of doing stuff in the house, because we've run out of money. So the wardrobes that are kind of behind the camera right now, I want all built in and to look really grand, and I've not got any money for that. We haven't got money for the garden. So yeah, there's a few things that I want to get done. We need some electric work done. Yeah, just a few things. So hopefully we will get that done this year. Then I also had some financial goals, and I don't think I hit any of those financial goals last year. It's not a bad thing. Actually, I did use one, which was pay for everything in cash. So I'm so glad that I managed to do that goal. That was probably one of the biggest ones, but one of them was to save an emergency fund for our house. We didn't manage to save that. I guess we were just kind of putting our money into the house every month. Get the kids' savings accounts up. So I basically want to have a savings account for each of the boys, which I started for Klayton when he was little, whereby they have £100 in their account every month, so that by the time they turn 21 they'll have money to fund their university fees and things like that, and also have a side savings account for holidays. Now I guess I did achieve the side savings account because we manually saved for everything that we could, and then we bought everything in cash, so I did kind of semi-conquer that. This year I have set myself goals, and I've set goals in terms of work, self-improvement, financial, and they are the three kind of areas that I've worked on. So the self-improvement actually covers self-improvement, personal and health. So I'm going to quickly whiz through them. Again, I'm not going to make this video too long, but I'm basically going to share with you where I want to be at the end of 2019. Okay, so I am going to start off with the amount of subscribers that I would love to have over on my channel come the end of 2019. 2018 was a year, and I could never have dreamed of having a year the way that it basically went. It just went above and beyond where I could ever have imagined to be. That being said, there were a lot of setbacks, and I do feel that I could have gone even further in 2018 if I'd had just a bit more time on my hands. And when I went into the year, Parker was really easy. Like, he was napping and he was just like in his jumperoo and all things like that, so it meant that I could put out cleaning content really easily and I could film really easily. And as the year went on, that got really hard because Parker needed more attention. He was dropping his naps, he wasn't as frequent, he was grabbing my tripod, so filming a cleaning video that I could have done with him just like rolling around on the floor before became impossible. But halfway through the year, or towards the end of the year, we popped him into nursery 1 day a week. That freed up a bit more time, but the end of the year was just manic. However, as of January, Parker's going into nursery 2 days a week, and it basically enables me to do things with Klayton and spend some more personal time with Klayton, especially in the half terms, because Klayton only goes term time, Parker goes full time. So it'll give me more time with Klayton, more time to focus on him, but likewise more time to focus on my channel. So like I said, I never imagined my channel being where it is now at all. Couldn't have ever dreamed of it. However, I am a girl that dreams. So I am putting out into the universe, and I believe that you put out what you get back. I am putting out into the universe. I'm going to have 2 targets, my realistic and my ambitious target. So I won't be disappointed if I don't hit my ambitious target, but I would really want to try and get there, because I feel like you've got to dream, you've got to strive and work hard. But then I have a realistic target, which I think is probably more going to be that, and the realistic one is still a push, like massively, and I still don't know if I can achieve it, but I'm hoping that with enough work and dedication, you guys will love the content that I provide. However, my realistic target is to be on 200,000 subscribers at the end of 2019. Can't even believe I've just said that. It doesn't even seem real. Okay, so my first little mini goal within that is that I want to hit 100,000. Like, everyone wants to hit 100,000 and get like a little silver plaque with their name on. That is such an achievement, and I never thought I would see that ever. So that's my first goal. I'd love to see that. Then 150k is just massive, and if I ended the year on 150k I would still be happy, but I really do feel like I want to push myself. So if I could hit 200, that would be amazing. However, I do have a slightly over ambitious target to hit 250,000. Now, I don't know by any way, shape or form if this is ever going to be achievable. Dream is all I can say. I dreamt last year that I would end on 2 or 5k, and I got further, and then 50k, and I ended up on 75k. So dream. So I just had to grab my phone. I am currently on, because I think that stats are really important, I am currently on 79,972. So I need like 120 odd thousand to get to 200,000, and I need a massive number to get to thingy, but that would mean that my channel would be growing faster than it did this year, which hopefully is the direction that I'll be going in for this channel. Obviously you always want your growth to be bigger year on year, so hopefully I can achieve that number. My first little milestone is obviously to get to 80k. That's going to be fab, but I'm really close, like 28 away. Oh, but yeah, so that is my first goal. Dream. Like I said, keep striving, keep doing your best, and I'm going to be focusing a lot about this on my channel this year. So the next one was for my Instagram account, and like I said, one was on 5,000, one was on 4,000, and I'm just going to push for both of those to be on 10k at the end of this year. I'm going to work a lot harder on my YouTube, on my Instagram this year, again trying to get more content for you. I'm actually planning to take a photography course because it's something that I've wanted to do for years. Adam loves photography likewise, so we're going to take it together because we love capturing memories of the boys and of each other, and I think that in turn will help my Instagram, because I'm currently filming on a camera that I have no idea how to use. I've learned the basics on YouTube and I've spent so much time watching YouTube videos, but I'm still really struggling to figure it out, so I just want to go on a course and do that. But the main reason why I want 10,000 is just so I can have the swipe up feature. Like that's it. I want the little swipe up feature so then I can tag things and tag videos and share with you like content that I like and stuff like that, and other people's posts. Yeah, that's it. Really simple, but I want to hit 10,000 on those. I also have another goal, and I set this goal for myself last year and I didn't manage to achieve it, but I'm dedicated to it this year, starting with this video here, and it's to upload 3 times a week. My content upload days have changed from last year, so they change kind of like middle of the year, but I upload on a Tuesday, a Thursday and a Sunday. I just feel that works better for the people that I have on my channel. I would love to know whether you prefer a morning upload or an evening upload. I generally tend to stick to an evening upload, minus on the weekends. However, I would love to know what your thoughts are on that, and if you prefer morning or evening. I may put a poll over on my Instagram, so maybe go over there and just let me know what you think, or leave it in the comments below if you don't have Instagram. But yeah, so I'm dedicated to uploading 3 times a week. I have to treat this as my job, and one of my goals, I guess, is to basically spend and have more of a routine. Like if I went to work, I would have set days that I go to work, and I think this is the hardest thing for me, is finding that balance between working, being mum, being housewife and cleaning and being organised, and then finding time for myself, and I'm really struggling with that. And then I have one very other exciting thing. So last year it was to launch my wedding business, and I completely changed and did an overhaul of that, but middle to end of this year I started working on something that was really fun. It's something that is a massive passion of mine, and I started working on it, and things didn't go as quickly as I would have hoped. I was hoping to launch this before Christmas because I had some things that could be Christmas related that I wanted to get out to you guys, but it didn't happen. But I am going to be launching a brand new business this year. It's something I've always wanted to own, my own business. I've always had businesses in the past. I've had jewellery businesses in the past. I've had clothing businesses in the past. I'm just one of those people that I enjoy working for myself, thinking up ideas and content and things like that. And I am launching a business in 2019, which I think you guys are going to love. I'm so excited to share it with you all. I'm still going through a lot of stuff at the moment in terms of like fine tooth combing how I want things to look and how I want them to be, and where I'm going to work in the future and things like that. But I'm so excited to be launching that business. I would love to know if you've got any ideas of what you think it might be. And if you think about me, it will kind of just be something that you think, yes, that is what should launch. But I'm really excited to do that. So it's to get that ball running on that. And then likewise, I also want to be able to make sure that this year I'm making like a full-time income from YouTube and my business, and just to be able to make sure, because at the moment, my money is just kind of like a supplement as such, and it's nothing that's earning me enough, and I would love to make this a full-time income. I would love to move house, which is crazy because you guys are going to go, you've not long moved in here, but we've been in here like a year and a half almost. I would love to move house, but you need like 3 years worth of accounts if you're self-employed. We obviously need to go through the processes of obviously speaking to like mortgage advisors and things like that to see where we stand. However, at the moment, there are other things that we're looking at. And yeah, I just think how amazing would it be, but I need an income to supplement that. And if I was going to work, I would have a steady income. So I need kind of to have that. So yeah, that's another one of my goals. Okay, so on to my self-improvement, personal health, home goals. There's a lot there, I know, but there's not that many goals. There's like 7 or 8. First one, be more organised, declutter and plan more. Really, really simple. I love decluttering. I've been decluttering the majority of my house this week. I have big things like I want to declutter our loft and get everything out of there, declutter our garden boxes. I've been putting everything back out of the kitchen. I did a big declutter, which I'll tag below for you, of my kitchen earlier last year. God, it seems crazy saying last year, but it was 2018. I did a big kitchen declutter, and since then there are so many things in there that I haven't still used. They're going. I've recently done a massive purge of the toy cupboard. There is so much stuff. I've got piles of stuff next to me right now that is for selling. The charity shop pile over there are things that need to be returned back to the shops. I've got so much around me. I did under the stairs and bought a tumble dryer and just organised in there. So I've had so much going on recently. So just to get more organised with that and plan better so I know my days, which kind of links into all of my working days and things like that. And then likewise, I just want to make sure that I'm more organised with everything as well. So number 2 is to be more positive, just as I was last year. I feel like towards the end of last year, there was a lot of health things that I had going on that really drained me. I don't know whether I've ever actually spoken about it on YouTube, but I started going through a B12 and folic deficiency, whereby I was deficient in those and I was overtired all the time. I've been tested for lots of different bloods. It's not my thyroid. I've had that tested like multiple times, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. But that put a big drain on me, and there's been other health things going on as well that have kind of really drained me for myself and also in my family and things like that. But it is to just continue with the positivity that I started last year with. I feel like it got me to where I am today. And likewise, I also want to show and have more gratitude. I feel like it's really, really important to be very grateful for what you have. Give gratitude, put gratitude out into the universe, and just be thankful, because even though you might not have what you want to have, there are still so many things that you have that so many others don't, and I'm super grateful for that, but just being even more grateful. And I also want to have more patience when things don't go right, more patience with my husband and the boys, more patient when I'm stuck in traffic, more patience just in general, and just not to be as hot-headed, because I can lose my temper pretty quickly and I let things get to me sometimes a little bit too much than they should, so just have a bit more patience. So another one was to lose weight, eat well, meal plan, which is fine, the same standard things. I want to lose around 2 stone, and also to have more me time. So that is going to come into the fact that the boys are going to have set days at school and nursery now, and hopefully I'll get a bit more me time, but once a week to allocate some time towards me. So I've been one of those girls that I've always had my nails done, I've always had my hair done, I've always got things done, and I feel like the last few years I've just lost that. Since moving here, have very rarely had my nails done because I lost my nail girl and she lived down in London and I just obviously couldn't get back to her. And just all things like that. I used to, although it's awful, go on sunbeds a lot, and having a tan used to make me feel better. I always just have my hair done. I never used to have like roots or anything like that. So just kind of gaining that back for me. So I'm going to start getting my eyelashes done again. I'm going to start getting my nails done again. I'm going to start doing whatever it is once a week. And I'm also going to aim to have 1 bath a week, which sounds silly, but I love a bath. And I think I've had like 1 or 2 baths in this house. And over the past 8 years, I've probably not had more than what I can count on my hand, which is ridiculous because I love a bath. So I'm definitely going to aim to try and get more into having a bath, reading a book, taking a detox from social media at that time, and just having a bit more time for me instead of being mum all the time. Because I do feel like when you become a mum, your life is like mum life 24/7. So just another point for that, I want to have one family and one couple holiday this year. I really want to try and do that again. We know what our family holiday is. We are desperate to go to Florida this year. So a big aim is for us to get some sun and go to Florida. And then me and Adam would also like a holiday. I don't know where that will be. Maybe just a short break, but just something for just us two. It definitely won't be the Maldives again. We definitely can't fit that into our budget, but just another small break, just us two. And then also I have just some little home goals in there. So it is to complete the garden, complete everything in the house. So complete this dressing room, Parker's bedroom, paint the hallway, finish the garden. That's it, done. And then obviously to declutter the loft, the garden, and other little areas around the home. And then moving on to financial goals, I have some financial goals which I'm going to be doing. So the first one, same as last year, pay everything in cash. Do not falter from that. We don't have any credit cards, and actually I'm lying, we do now both have one work credit card each for work expenses, but when we use those we pay them off in full every month once the statement's been generated. So we're making sure that we're not falling into no debt traps or anything like that. So to pay for everything in cash. A second goal that we've already started but I wanted to carry on, and we started this towards the end of last year, was to overpay off of our mortgage. I know I just briefly mentioned, but I really would like to move home, and I feel like the more money that we have in our house we can kind of save up. So we've already started making monthly overpayments. We have like a limit that you can pay off. I think it's up to 10% of your mortgage each year. So we have definitely started doing that, and we're going to continue to do that and pay off as much of our mortgage as possible, because we have like a tracker with our mortgage account, but you can see how much you can save. And I'm sure if you went on to online somewhere and typed in like mortgage overpayments, they type in trackers, you can put in all your information. But that's really important for us to continue with that. I also want to make sure I didn't ever get around to getting that emergency fund, so I'm point blank making sure we make the emergency fund this year of £1,000. And I would also like to have a side pot of savings. And I say this, but it's things like when we go on holiday, I have point blank said we're not booking Florida until we have the money saved up. And we could have booked it at a really good rate just before Christmas, but it would have meant putting the deposit on a credit card, which we didn't want to do. And it would have meant that we would have really been struggling to try and keep up to see if we had those payments, because we didn't know what was coming in and what wasn't and things like that. Especially with my job, my job's very unpredictable. So it's to make sure that we have the money saved up before we buy anything, and then use those savings for what we want to buy. Well, they are all my goals. I feel like I have been waffling for quite a while. I'm looking at the time, it says like 20 odd minutes, but I know that there's some other bits as well. So they are my goals for 2019. I hope you've enjoyed watching and listening to my goals for this year, where I want to be, what I'm working towards. Like I said, I have so much exciting content coming up this month. I'm really going to be focusing a lot around budgeting and finance, self-development, self-worth, self-improvement. What else am I going to be focusing on? Like planning and organisation, decluttering, cleaning, all the usual stuff, along with parenting, lifestyle, travel, and all that jazz. Interiors are definitely going to be on my channel too, sharing a lot more of that with you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, I would love for you to like this video, and I will see you all again in another video very shortly. Bye guys.